Howdy, 5th grade sculpture students. So today you're going to be working on creating what your dragon eye sculpture is going to look like. You have the choice of the different shape for where like you're including your eye and part of the skin of the dragon. So just because I'm doing this shape doesn't mean that you have to. You'll get to kind of choose between a few different options. Now, it is important to start with the eye. It does not have to be centered. I kind of have mine a little bit off-centered. It's really up to you, kind of your choice. But aside from getting the eye, you want to think about what different types of like lines and textures you can add on to these to be able to kind of create the appearance of scales. In the little example packets that I'm giving to you guys that Ms. Arnold will have ready for you, you guys will see a variety of options. These are ones that are done by other students. This is actually more of like a 7th, 8th grade project, but I'm totally challenging you guys to be able to do this as 5th graders, especially since we're in sculpture focus and we should be able to challenge ourselves. All right, so I've got my eye here. You can kind of see that I just did a curve up and a curve down to create my shape for my eye. You could also start off by drawing a circle and then kind of drawing the little triangles around. Either way, get your, what we call our iris, the part that holds the color, and get your pupil in there second. You don't have to do this exactly how I did it. This is just, again, our little sketches. I'm gonna come in now, I'm gonna create a little bit more for my eyelid. So I'm gonna just kind of make a little curve that connects both the top and the bottom. I could even get a little bit more fancy. Maybe I'm gonna come out to here and here. Curve. Oops, that was way too close. This is why we do it in pencil first. All right, I kind of like how that encloses the eye a little bit more. So then from there, I might want to think about, okay, how do I want to put like some scallop lines on here? Do I want to put like some lightning shapes on here, triangles, circles? So you're going to kind of get to decide, but think about kind of starting at the eye and then like building out from there. You're going to want to also think about like creating past this shape a little bit. Again, might be good to include like maybe some sharp lines, like some sharp shapes that will come off, thinking about what a dragon might look like. So I'm gonna come here, I think I'm gonna kind of start in this area, creating some little spikes. And I'm just gonna do 2 at the top here. Gonna curve them back. Ooh, that made kind of a weird shape, so again, I can always erase these. I guess we're going with 3. All right, cool. I could come in here and maybe I want to fill in parts of these. So I might want to put, actually, maybe I'll start with some larger circles here at the top. And then maybe I'll do some smaller ones at the bottom. Okay, let's see. Might come here. I'm going to add kind of another one of these. And I think I'll repeat that same kind of shape up here. All right, cool. Now I'm gonna think about how I could also fill in some lines. So I will actually close this shape here, I think, connecting it to the other ones I have here. And then maybe I'm gonna add kind of some big old scallop lines. And look how I'm going past. Totally fine. You can go past your lines. Okay. I might want to also think about if I want to, let's see, maybe I kind of like these circles. Maybe I can find a way to extend these actually past here. I might also want to draw maybe some lines in these smaller ones. Right, maybe they're kind of more like veins. You can think about overlapping too. So like even though I kind of drew these here, these could be underneath and these circles for the scales could totally be on top. All right, so I've got those scallops there. I do think I want to create kind of like one big one here. Definitely I think like one large one kind of at the bottom. Maybe I might create kind of a second one here. Okay, so I still have this area here, so I'm going to need to think a little bit more about how to fill that in. But again, thinking about different lines and shapes you can use to create that texture. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to keep working. All right, so once you guys have finished up with creating the sketch, please go in and add color, whether it's with colored pencils or if it's with markers. Think about how you want your colors to blend. Look in those examples that I showed too, and think about how like there might be certain scales that are going to be maybe a gradient. Maybe some of the scales go from purple to blue, and then maybe there's other spots that are only green. Think about too like what colors go well together, and then once you have that all filled in, we'll be ready for when we actually start these as sculptures. Can't wait to see what you guys create.